Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Yoga for Everybody session today. My name is Skyla Ramirez. Let's get started by either sitting or lying down on the floor. If you're seated in a chair, I recommend that you adjust your chair if you can in such a way so that your knees are higher than your hips, and maybe even put something under your feet to get those knees up a little bit. To begin with our breathing today, we're going to take our right hand up beside us, curling down your index finger and your middle finger. You'll be using your thumb and your ring finger today for this opening breathing technique. This technique is called the alternate nostril breath, and it's used to balance left and right hemispheres of the brain. When we start moving after this breath, hopefully we feel a little more coordinated. So let's begin by taking your thumb to the outside of your right nostril, and you're going to close off that right nostril. Inhale into the left nostril. Pause at the top of the breath. Close the left nostril with your ring finger. Now exhale out the right and inhale through the right. Close off the right, exhale left, and inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right, inhale right. Continue to alternate, exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, inhale, switch. Let's try it maybe one or two more times with each side. End by exhaling out your right, and now inhale through both nostrils. Let's try a few exhales with a sigh, moving the jaw around a little bit. Maybe even stick out your tongue, bringing the tongue out. Lion's breath. Let's try two more to relax your jaw and face. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, jaw relaxed. Stick out your tongue. One more. From here, let's take a moment to just notice the breath in the body, notice your inhales, notice your exhales, and shape the breath so that it stays mostly down in your belly, around your hips, and around your side waist. If you are lying down on the floor at this time, I invite you to bring yourself on up to seated. You may want to let your knees sway to one side. You could come around, walking with the hands, push up to all fours, and then have a seat back. From any seated position, you could be in a chair, you could be on the floor with your legs crossed, you could have the legs out a little more if that's more comfortable. Wherever you are, place the palms of the hands down on top of your knees. Go ahead and press back. Press your navel into the spine, rounding your spine. Drop the chin into the chest. And feel as if you have a nice big rounding along the back side of the body. This is our seated cat expression. From here, let's shift forward. Feel the belly pulling forward, the heart and the collarbones lifting. Maybe even lift your chin, stretching the throat, arching and flipping the low back and hips back. Seated cow. Try a big inhale here. And now exhale from the throat. Ha breath, cat. Inhale forward through the nose, cow. Exhale back, round the spine, cat. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Let's try it just a little faster. This is to stimulate metabolism. Inhaling forward and back. Forward and back. Now just a little faster, following that breath. Pushing the exhale out. Forceful ha breath. Big inhale. Let's do 3 more. Last one. From where you are, go ahead and take the arms straight up and overhead. Big breath in, reaching towards the sky. Lace the fingers together and invert the palms, pressing straight up into our palm gesture. When you're ready, lean over to your left. And as you inhale, pull up and out of your right armpit. Maybe turn the head to the left, relaxing the jaw, the head, and the neck. And now imagine that you're breathing into the upper right lung and feel that the breath is trying to push against your armpit and against your ribs. As we inhale into that upper right lung, perhaps feeling that the ribs begin to flare out as the ribs inflate. Let's try 2 big breaths here, flaring out the side right ribs. Pulling up from the armpit at the top of the inhale, and then relaxing. Let's bring it to center, leaning over to the right, looking to the right, soft on the neck, feeling that the stretch begins by pulling up from your left elbow, left armpit, stretching and flaring out the left side ribs. Let's encourage the breath to stay in the upper left lung, pushing against that left armpit. At least 3 to 5 big breaths here. Inhaling in through the nose, pulling up from the armpit at the top of that inhale, and then exhale. It's a little sigh of relief. Notice how those muscles will retract a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling, coming out of the stretch just a little bit, at least 1 or 2 more. When you're ready, bring it to center with the palms of the hands, press up, and now bring those palms forward with the elbows bent. Let's bring it into cactus arms. Now, if you're seated in a chair, you'll be able to shift forward and back. We're inhaling up and exhaling forward. Now, for those of you who may want to go ahead and stand up for this, go ahead and take your knees. Let them go over to one side. Let's find all 4s. From all 4s, we're stepping 1 foot forward, then the other, and you're going to bring yourself up into a standing position. Let's take the feet out wider than the hips, bringing the hands out. We bend the knees, pull the elbows in, press the hips back. Inhale, rising up, big breath in, reaching the arms out from the shoulders. And then exhale, slowly coming in, either hinging forward from seated or shifting those hips back and then coming forward into almost a squat position. Inhale, rising up. Let's do just a couple more. Exhale, elbows in, hips back, knees bent. Option to close the eyes, getting to know the body a little better, knowing what these different sensations may be telling us. Do we go deeper into the stretch? Do we reach a little more? Or maybe we back off of the stretch. Maybe we don't squat so low to protect our backs. Let's do 1 more. Inhaling, eyes closed to feel for the body as the guide. And then exhale, coming forward. From here, let's come to any neutral position. Option to keep the hands down beside you. Inhaling into a chest expansion. We can keep the hands right here beside us and pull the ribs up, maybe even lift the chin, or take those hands behind you, sweeping the hands back, possibly lacing the fingers together at the low back, or resting the hands behind you. As we inhale, we imagine the breath resting in the center of the chest. Inhale, breathing into the heart space. We pull the collarbones up and we lift the chin, pulling our shoulders back. Exhale, we might come forward a little bit, allowing those muscles to soften in the chest and closing that heart energy with our breath. Inhaling, breathing into the heart, shoulders back, elbows pulling back. Exhale, coming forward very gently. Maybe just 2 more of these big expansions. Inhale, bowing out the chest. Exhale, relax. Inhaling through the nose, last one. And then maybe exhaling with a sigh. Let's release our hands. Option to take your left foot back. We could stay seated if this is more comfortable, or come to standing in mountain, just a tall standing position. With our left foot back, we're taking our left hand to the low back. Inhale, sweeping the right arm back and around. Let's reach straight up towards the sky with that right hand. And imagine you're trying to screw in a light bulb. So there's this rotation through the palm of the right hand that's going to help to open the armpit region. Continue to bend and lunge forward with that right knee. Inhale, reaching just a little more. Big breath. And now exhale, let's lower that hand to our low back. From center, both hands by the low back or hips. Inhale, bow out the chest, lift the chin. And when you're ready, exhale, shift the hips back, lead with your heart and come forward. If you're in a chair and you're feeling like you're hitting a tipping point, put the hands on the thighs or even on the shins for support. No matter where you are with this, let's shake our head yes. And then turn the head left and right. Just making sure that we're wringing out any tension from the head, neck, jaw, shoulders. All that tension can build if we're having to sit a lot in front of our desk. When you're ready, let's release the hands onto the shin or onto the thighs. Press into your hands, feeling like the back is flat. So your head might be higher than the shoulders, shoulders higher than the hips, or you could be down with the head, shoulder, and hip in a straight line. Let's keep our left hand on the right thigh. Bring the right hand to the hip or low back. On an inhale, we're twisting to the right. Breathe into that upper right lung. Inhaling, rolling the right shoulder back, maybe looking over that right shoulder, and we can straighten the right leg. If this is hurting your back at all, you could step your feet together and do the same twist with your feet touching. So you could be doing this twist in a lot of different ways. The main thing is to embrace the twist without pain in the back. One more big inhale, opening the right side of the body. On the exhale, let's bring it to neutral and relax down again, either with your left foot back or both feet together. Let's shake out the head one more time. Turn it left and right. Let's meet with the feet together. Inhaling, bringing the arms up and overhead. From a flat back, we reach straight up towards the sky. Big breath in, extended mountain. If you're standing at this point, shift forward and try lifting your heels just a little bit. We want to get the weight into the ball of the foot. This is a technique used to improve sciatic nerve function. So if you've ever had sciatica, we are working on this right now, alleviating tension and pain from that. Let's inhale as we reach. At the top of the breath, we reach a little more from the armpit. Maybe lift the heels a little higher, and maybe look straight up towards the sky as well. We're ready, lower the heels. Let's bring the hands down beside us. Feet open to about the width of the hips, either staying right here or step the right foot back, bending the left knee. We're taking our right hand to the low back, inhaling the left arm up. Maybe we look up. This is considered probably the most strenuous on the neck, working against gravity. We could look straight ahead, or we could look over the right shoulder, working a little more with gravity. Let's keep that bend in the left knee as we continue to reach from that left armpit. Big inhale. One more, big breath in. Let's bring that left hand to our low back And again, you could always open up and lace the fingers if you want, or rest the hands by your back and hips. From here, we lead with our heart, slowly coming forward. We might pause at any point in respect of the back. If you're noticing any pulling, any strain in your hips or your back, just pause and back out of that a little bit. Avoiding pain, working around those discomforts. We could always straighten that left leg a little more. Maybe we lower the head down a little more. If you notice that you're losing balance in any way, bring the hands down onto your thighs or your shin and brace the spine. Let's shake our head yes. Turn it left and right. Try a big exhale here. Inhale through the nose and just give it a big, just a big sigh of relief. Let it all go. If there's any tension or any stress hiding in the body, the breath is going to find it and drag it out. We trust the breath that much. When you're ready, let's walk those hands up to your left thigh. Keeping a little bend in that left knee, we're keeping our right hand on the left thigh. Bringing the left hand to the low back. Again, we're bringing awareness to the upper lung region. As we inhale into that upper left lung, we're inhaling and opening with the twist, looking over that left shoulder, working a little bit with balance, working with stretching the neck a bit. You're welcome to straighten that left leg. And just like before, if you're having any pain in your back, touch your toes together with a little bend in the knees and do the same twist. Let's stay here maybe 2 more breaths, breathing into that upper left lung. One more big breath. And now exhale, come around to center, walk the hands down, completely relax the lower body and the hips. A couple sighs of relief here. Last one. Let's step the right foot forward. Both toes are touching. And from here, we'll bring our hands to the shins, lengthening through the spine, hands through the thighs, lengthen the spine, arms out like a T with a flat back, airplane pose, working on strengthening the middle back and upper back. We can reach the arms behind us so the palms are down with the pinky fingers past the hips. You could really test, maybe even improve your core strength by bringing those arms away from the hips out to the side, and maybe even one arm at a time out in front of us. So we're flying like a superhero, keeping the hips hinged and back, sitting back a little bit. When it feels right for you, turn the palms up. Let's lift through the heart and the spine, and then drop those hips down a little more into chair pose. Let's find our breath here. If you are noticing your heartbeat is fast, if you're winded, bring those hands down. We want to saturate all of the effort and energies down into the legs, strengthening the lower body here. If you're in a chair, this can be done at any time by simply shifting your weight forward and lifting the hips off of the chair. Let's stay here for just another 2 or 3 breaths to work on strengthening the core, strengthening the legs. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from your throat. When you're ready, take your time, come to standing. Let's open the palms of the hands, stepping the feet out to the width of the hips, working with a little bit of balance today. So go ahead and step into your right foot, lift the left foot up, and turn that knee out to the side, placing the sole of your foot onto the inside of your right leg. We could keep the left toe on the ground, resting the left heel on the inside of the right ankle, or you can slide that foot all the way up, maybe give it a boost, slide it up, placing your foot on the inside of the right thigh. That foot can go anywhere except on the knee. The knee is in a little bit of a delicate place here. From wherever you are with this, take those arms out, bend the elbows, cactus arms, or maybe reach the arms out energetically from the armpits as if you're making the letter Y. Try looking up, breathe into the center of the chest, big inhale and reach. Exhale. One more. Let's slowly reposition the arms. Step both feet to the floor and shake out the legs. Moving into tree pose on the other side. Stepping onto our left foot. Lifting the right heel. We may want to just turn that right knee out, resting the right heel on the inside left ankle. We could even take that foot up into the inside of the lower leg, or take it above the knee. You can reach down and give that leg a boost. Taking the foot to the inside of your left thigh. Eventually standing nice and tall. Inhale, arms come up, cactus arms, maybe just to start. Noticing the breath, steadying the body, turning the palms in, reaching out, expressing the letter Y with the arms, looking straight ahead or up, shifting our energy, shifting our effort to the breath, at least 2 or 3 big inhales. When you're ready, slowly bring those hands down. Let's take both feet and knees to neutral, kick off the legs, roll out the ankles. Take your hands, curl them into a fist, release, fist, release, fist, release. Take the hands a little higher than the heart, making a fist and then releasing, just promoting a little more circulation and lymphatic drainage in your upper body. When you're ready, for those of you who are standing, please hinge from your hips. Let's take one foot back at a time, then sweep the feet around. If you're able to lie down on the floor this time and do these stretches from your back, I recommend you go ahead and do so. If you are seated at a chair, you can still do these stretches. They'll just be modified a little bit. So from lying on the floor, we roll onto our backs and we're keeping our knees bent, working a gentle stretch into the hips and the low back. Hands might be on the belly or just down beside you. So you could be holding on to the edge of your chair. If you're in your chair, come up onto your tippy toes, lifting the heels. Let's let those knees sway gently left and right, starting with just half of your effort. So whatever you suspect your biggest range of motion is, wherever that biggest stretch is, let's take our time working towards that larger expression of the twist. We're just going to slowly exhale, let the knees fall. Inhale through center. Exhale, let those knees fall to the other side. And just gently, maybe in the next 2 or 3 twists, allow the body to make its way into that position that expresses a large twist. Exhaling while we twist, inhaling through neutral. Let your knees go all the way over to the right. And then take both your arms and reach both of them all the way over to the left, creating almost like a corkscrew, a spiraling energy through the body. You can look towards the left, softening the neck, breathing down into the belly. Soften the whole body. Let the twist come to you. When you're ready, the arms neutral, knees to the left, arms to the right. From this big twist, you're just breathing into the belly. Continue to soften the body so that the twist reveals itself. There's not too much effort with the twist. When you're ready, bring your knees to neutral. If you're seated, you might want to sit back into your chair, let your legs relax, let your arms relax. If you're able to lie down, go ahead and try straightening your legs. Maybe pillow under the knees. Bring the arms up and overhead for a moment. Big inhale. And now exhale, take those hands down beside you. Let's just take 1 minute of mindful breathing to round out our session today, drawing all the awareness to the belly as you inhale, feeling that the stomach inflates. It's going to round out like a balloon. Then exhaling, softening the abdomen muscles. If you have a lot more sitting that you're going to be doing today, this is a breathing exercise we want to come back to again and again to help correct posture, to help improve digestion and elimination, also to improve overall lymphatic system. When we sit a lot, it impairs a lot of body functions. So bring it back to this breath. Breathe into your belly and then let it go. And the more you relax your jaw, the more you will be able to relax your back. There is a jaw-back connection. Let's try 3 more big breaths. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, relax the jaw. Maybe just 1 more. Now, if you have the luxury, if you have the ability to just lie here and breathe a little longer, please do so. For those of you who are only able to join us for this scheduled time, I just want to thank you for being here today. Let's close with our hands over the heart. Our traditional closing gesture is namaste. You have a beautiful day. I will see you all next Monday for our Yoga for Everybody session, or join me every Tuesday and every Thursday at noon for our meditation and mindfulness series. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Namaste.